Okay, so Token Druid is a very interesting deck because I didn't think it would be good with the most recent expansion because it didn't get that much support. It got a little bit, but it's probably like biggest legendary support was Guff, and Guff was pretty bad in this deck from what I experimented and what I saw, and I was like, you know what? Let's try it without Guff. Let's try to build it like old Token Druid, no minions at all except for Gibberling, and see what we can do. And the deck turned out to be really, really strong. Pride's Fury allows you to play around a lot of removal because of with all of the like mages out there, and the fact that they're trying to slowly ramp up to like a ton of RNG and they don't really do anything around till around turn like 4. You have plenty of time to build a huge board by turn 4, especially with the Innervate and Lightning Blooms, and then you can usually close games out turn 5 or 6 if the mage isn't able to wipe your board. Paladin is a struggle because they get bored before you do, so that could be sometimes problematic. But if you have a really giant Gibberling play right off the bat, then you probably will win those matchups. In terms of mulligans, basically you want to look for like Gibberling, Nature Studies, Guess the Wait for draw. Fungal Fortunes is huge. I like keeping Glowfly Swarm just to know I have it, especially if I have like an Innervate or something in hand. And that's about it. Don't keep things like Solar Eclipse. It's a bait. Adorable Infestation's not good unless you have Gibberling. Pride's Fury's bad. Arbor Up's bad. Soul of the Forest is bad. Yeah, just keep things that like do stuff proactively on the board. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed it, if you do enjoy, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't think we keep Arbor Up or Solar Eclipse. If we look at the statistics, although the mulligan win rate on Arbor Up is fairly high, the kept percentage is very low, and into a deck that's probably fast like Rogue, I don't think I can afford to keep that. I need something like Gibberling or one of the Sentries. Like both of these cards are very good in order to pop off. So I think what I do is nothing turn 1. And then turn 2 we go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we just flood the board entirely. Boom, boom. And then this. And then that should flood the board entirely. We want a Glowfly Swarm. That actually sounds really good to me. And then we do this. And my board should be mostly full at this point because this goes off. And these 2 taunt minions protect the Gibberling. And just like that, we have a pretty solid board state. We can draw cards with Guess the Wait. Fun fact, Guess the Wait's mulligan win rate, played win rate, and drawn win rate were ridiculously low. Which is why I only run 1 copy in this deck. I just thought that was interesting. You've got to be kidding me. Really? Wow, he actually was able to deal with my board super easily with Pen Flingers. Okay. Well, that sucks, I guess. Fungal Fortunes is probably the best draw I could possibly ask for. I will trade 1 in because he's going to kill it off anyway and then go face, I guess. Next turn, well, not next turn, but we'll play like this, pump little 1/1, and then if he wipes that board, we'll play Glowfly, and then try to pump him up in some way. And that's basically our best win condition, like our best course of action here. People have figured out how to play against Watchtower Rogue, so it's actually pretty weak right now. Are you sure? Because it's still like the 3rd highest win rate deck in the game. Or 4th highest, behind Libram Paladin, Broom Paladin, and Secret Paladin, which is just absurd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Or do I want to go with boom, 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 boom? I mean, is 6 minions really enough? We gotta ask ourselves. I think so. I think 6 minions is plenty. I would rather have 7, but I feel like that's greedy. And I think getting 1 less minion out, but 1 turn sooner is definitely worth it. Yeah, he's just done. He has nothing that he can do against these. This deck probably beats Rogue and Mage super hard, but probably loses to Paladin, I'm assuming. Okay, we don't really want to keep Glowfly Swarm necessarily because we already know that we're going to basically dump our hand turn 1. So we want to dump this and look for some card draw like Fungal Fortunes or Guess the Wait, or Nature Studies, I guess. Power of the Wild is amazing, amazing to capitalize on this board. So we're gonna go 1, boom, boom. Oh, wait, we can actually go even further beyond. So I can go coin. I could go coin into Power of the Wild. Or I could flood the board a little bit more and go Power of the Wild next turn, which I think is more of the play to me. He's going to kill off this thing, but I think it's fine. That gets me a thing. Then we go boom, boom. Then he probably pings this, and then we go Power of the Wild. And then we have to look for a card draw. I think I'm going to still put in a second Guess the Weight, because even though its win rate might not be super high when played or drawn or mulliganed for, it just doesn't feel good to not have drawn the deck. Like, Nature Studies is good, but actually we'll just Nature Studies. We'll look for some sort of card draw. Way too slow, way too slow. This is fine, I guess, although not right now, but we're still going to take it because it's the most usable card. And then boom, pump, go face. Not bad. This deck is actually quite insane. Hey, Ecor, you want the deck code? I got you. 1 second. Bada bing. Export. Kona Cold. Unfortunate. Bada boom. That is the deck code for this deck. Just gonna pump up one of these guys real quick. And just slam him. Like, he doesn't... There's no response to this. So you just gibberling, cheap spells with the coin. Game's over. So, Solar Eclipse, not keyable. It's kept very, very infrequently and has a low win rate when kept. Glowfly Swarm isn't kept a lot, but has the second highest win rate when kept, or the third highest, which is insane. And Lightning Bloom surprisingly has a fairly low win rate when kept compared to like how good you think it would be. So I think I want to get rid of it and look for other stuff. Like, there are multiple other cards that are more effective on in mulligans. So basically gonna go Fungal Fortunes, hope to get one card that speeds up my deck. Nature Studies into a Lightning Bloom. This turn 2, Lightning Bloom this turn 3 seems pretty good to me. Boom, then boom, boom. And as long as we draw a minion, or no minions, we're popping off. That's going to be Wildfire or Enchanters. Actually, no, it has to be Enchanters, because he's going no minion, because that's why you run Cthulhu. So then you go boom. Draw 3. We don't draw any minions, which is great. Then we go boom, boom next turn, and that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2/2s. Okay, looks like it's going to be 6 2/2s, like I said. Not bad. I'd like to have a way to pump him up, but if I don't get that, that's fine. Even if he has Flame Strike and he draws it eventually, it's going to cost more. Oh, no. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to Adorable Infestation these two. So that way they're harder to just ping off. Cone of Cold doesn't kill them as easily. And then we'll pass. And then we're going to be able to play Soul of the Forest as long as my board doesn't get wiped. Again. Can't get wiped for 5 mana. Has to be... No. Could be a Cthulhu piece. No. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about that. That doesn't matter. So we go... 1. Do we go 1, Innervate 1, Soul? I think 1, Innervate 1, Soul gets the best value out of Soul. Which is what we're looking for. Font, meh, doesn't matter. It's just some minions, and they're randomly generated and probably terrible. But knowing my luck, they're actually going to be insane. What do you think about Ping Mage? I like Ping Mage a lot more than No Spell Mage. I think it is more skill dependent. I think that it's just less RNG based. The biggest problem I have with this deck is just your win condition is literally, do I randomly generate the good stuff or not? And a lot of the time, the answer is not. But if you are able to generate it a couple of times, then you just win the game. And now we have a really sticky board. We solve the forest again. And, should be enough to win, right? Like, if we randomly generate power or pride, I guess, or arbor, we win.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
Rude. Very rude. Literally, out of my 20 games today, 13 mages according to Hearthstone deck tracker, and I swear all were no spell mage. Yeah, I don't know why it's the most played deck in the game. I genuinely have no idea. Because it's not even that good. Like, it's fine, but my win rate against no spell mage, taking out, like, troll decks, right? Like, when I was playing things that I knew were not going to be good. When you take into consideration the fact that several of these decks were just bad, my win rate against them is 7-4. Why would he do that? Why would he kill that after freezing it? I now get to push 2 more damage, assuming this doesn't die, which is actually pretty huge for me. I also get to kill that. You know what? We're golden. Lightning Bloom. Okay, if we get Arbor up, actually it doesn't matter. Lightning Bloom. It's got to be more than Lightning Bloom. There's only one card in my entire deck that's... There we go. If I Arbor up, I don't really want to do that right now, so I'm just going to go Guess the Weight again, Lunar, and let him try to wipe my board. And he has to wipe it twice or else it's not going to work. And he has 5 of his cards are minions. So, he's got to wipe my board 2 times. No, we Lunar Eclipse first and then play Guess the Weight. Because then we have enough to do this as well. Another Arbor? Probably less, because it's my most expensive card. Only 1 card in my deck is the same. There we go, it's fine. You know, I'm fine Pride's Furying this. It means that they don't die to Heart of Cthulhu. Still die to Flame Strike. But they don't die to Heart of Cthulhu. So his removal options are somewhat limited. And now he has to commit a lot of removal. And I still get to play Arbor up the next turn. Like, my win rate against Mage is actually good when you take out, you know, the troll decks.
What to do?
When you leave in the troll decks, my win rate's 7-7. But if you take out Murloc Shaman and what was the other one? Oh, no, it's 7-8. I got rid of Infinity Warlock, not Infinity Warlock, Infinity Druid, which was Taunt Druid with the new card that says your taunt minions pop off, basically. I don't know how to... No way, dude. This is so frustrating. I'm literally just not able to play. When you take out that... I lost twice with that deck against no minion mage, and I lost twice with Murloc Shaman, which, I knew going in were going to be bad decks. But when I play, like, actually decent decks, like Token Druid, like Face Hunter, like Control Priest, Control Warrior, Death Rattle Demon Hunter, even Elemental Shaman and Control Warlock and all that jazz, we're doing very well. Did he just draw a secret off of that? No, he did not, because he just played Incanter's Flow. So what are you? Are you Vaporize? Interesting. It's not Vaporize or Ice Barrier. Can I still win? That's 5 damage. No, it's not enough. So. Okay. Do I end up losing the game here because I didn't Lightning Bloom Arbor up? My minions are still very strong and very sticky. He doesn't have that much removal. He's going to have to randomly generate some sort of sick removal, which, I mean, isn't impossible, but is still improbable. I'm assuming his spells are Counter and Oasis. Really? You randomly generated an Occult while also having Secrets. That's good. It's well played. I mean, yes, I missed Lethal, but if that was Ice Barrier or Counter Spell, I would be committing more than... I'd be committing way more than I think I should be there, right? Because then let's just say I don't get it, or he counters something really good and I lose the game because of it because I use too many resources. Like, I'd rather play safe and be pretty sure I win the next turn than play something that could win me the game that turn, but if it doesn't, kind of screws me over. Because if I get, like, if I played Arbor up, I don't get lethal because he has like Ice Beam or Counterspell. Then he wipes my board. I only have one Arbor up left to restabilize the board. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. Do I want both Gibberlings? No, I don't want Guess the Weight either. I want to have another cheap card with some more pumps. This is actually really, really good. This is surprisingly good. I'm skeptical of all of this, actually. That's how good it is. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, if we can draw... Oh my god, this is insane. I mean, we basically get to do nothing next turn, but I don't think that really matters to me. We just flood the board. This is not an okay turn 1. This is turn 1. I got 11 stats on the board, turn 1, and I have Guess the Weight as a good draw engine to maybe restabilize the board. He might just concede right here. He might just be done. He might just say, you know what? I'm done. That was good. Not gonna lie, I wish I could be... I'm not gonna lie, I wish I could, but I have university work due, so I'm probably just gonna do my usual end of the month rush. That's fair. I mean, I do this and make money, so I have an excuse to be grinding as much as I do. Doesn't matter, you're playing against Priest? Okay, kind of true. Priest is kind of bad. This wasn't 11-11 stats. This was 12-12. I forgot this was a 3-3. This was 12-12 stats on the board turn 1. And sure, I can't do anything turn 2. But even like an optimal turn 2 for Paladin, the 1-3 Hand of a Doll, maybe coin Libram of Wisdom, right? Or coin Elder Attendant, Libram of Wisdom, Libram of Wisdom. Even if they have the most bonkers opening hand ever, that's still 1-3, 1-3. So that's 2-6, 2-8, or 4-8. 6-10. That's like 6-10 stats at the best. Hit the 1. Oh, it doesn't hit the 1. Unfortunate, but it's okay. I'm assuming Holy Nova. So I'm going to draw and just play the 1-1. Probably going to be more than a 1-drop. Not guaranteed, but probably. Oh, no. That makes me sad. And I guess Nature Studies is maybe better. With Soul of the Forest? I don't think it really mattered. Like, if he doesn't have Holy Nova there, I win. I think I'd take Guess the Weight to draw cards, and it would have been fine, right? Yeah, we have Guess the Weight. That was actually pretty clean. Not much you can do about that turn, too. Like, that guy was probably sitting there fuming in his chair, like, how did he get so lucky? And I'm like, yeah, it's fair. That was a pretty lucky opening.